This lab was pretty easy compared to the old one, and I was able to do it in 2 hours. And I'm just gonna walk you through what I did so far, because you requested for shorter videos, and that's the only way I can do it. So I started off by requesting OpenSSL version, and I was presented with this version 1.0.1, and it's like 3-year-old version. I'm pretty surprised. Like OpenSSL hasn't been updated since 3 years. It's like maybe it is. Maybe I had the older version, but it worked out. I'm done with the lab, so maybe I'll think about it later. So then I got some additional information just following the lab manual. This is pretty basic stuff. So yeah, this is the command I use for that. OpenSSL-HENC. After that, what I did was I listed all the available ciphers. Oops, there it is, the command for that. And these are all available ciphers. Quite a lot of them actually. The list keeps going on and on. Then next thing I did was kind of benchmark my computer using OpenSSL. So since OpenSSL is kind of encryption, it uses your processor, and you can get an idea how efficient your processor is. So all the tests were done in almost 2.98 seconds, but the block sizes were different. And as you can see, as block sizes go high, the file process size is actually smaller, and that makes sense. After that, we move on to task 2, and task 2 is like setting up the certificate authority. First thing we have to do is like make a lab2 folder. I did that. After that, copy the config file to this folder. Then made certain directories and made sure that they have been created. Made serial file, inputted a random number inside it, and then I open OpenSSL.configuration file using gedit and actually edited it to change directory here and include all these subdirectories just like mentioned in the lab manual. Then further, I generated self-signed certificate for rootCA using this command. And this was given in the lab manual. That's about it for part 2. Then we move on to part 3. We have to issue a certificate now, and there are 3 steps involved in that. The first step being generate public or private key pair for the client. Then step 2, submit a certificate signing request, and step 3, issue or sign the certificate of the public key. And I was able to do that pretty easily. There were like 3 commands, and they're all listed here. First one, here it is, second one, and third one. I didn't get any error like that, so I'm gonna ignore it. Plus Yeah, that's pretty much it. So let me see my first command. Let me look for it. Yeah. So this was my first command for step one. Not bad. This one right here. And this one was for generating the public private key pair for the client. Then looking for the next one. There it is. And this was step two, generating a certificate signing request. And I filled in the data, some random data and some required data. After that, this is step three, which is actually issuing the certificate. And the certificate has been issued. And this command right here tells you it can print out kind of the certificate in text format. I actually forgot to do it here, but I did it at the end, so I'm gonna scroll down at the bottom. So yeah, that's my certificate in text format, and this is the command. Further, you have to I had to edit the host file and point this domain to this local IP and concatenate the secret key and certificate into one file, and then just start listening to port 4433 and then do my tests. So what I did was all these things right here: copy and then concatenate, um, start the server, see if it's running, and then for some reason I stopped it because I had to edit the host file. And then after editing the host file, it worked like a charm. I did my tests. I don't have the Firefox open, but it should be in the lab report, the screenshots of the tests. Yeah, so these are the screenshots of the tests, and you can refer to them in the lab report. So once this was done, uh, we had to, I think, go to a different, I think, go to Kali machine and do the same tests. And before I could do that, I had to copy ca.crt, the certificate file from Ubuntu to Kali, and I did that using scp command. And I also had to edit host files and point it to Ubuntu servers. And I will show you where exactly I did that. So here we go. I tried the command bunch of times and failed, but I got it to work. The file got on the server. Then I tested, went through the same tests again on the Firefox. That was done. That's also in the lab report. And then we went to step 5, this final step, and we checked the performance of RSA and AES, and the results are here right in front of you.